Hello, Demijack here. Now, some of you might have known that Mass Effect is getting a remaster, specifically the first 3 games, not Andromeda, from what I can understand from this. However, there is a little bit of controversy about it. And no, I'm not talking about the butt thing. If you want to know what the butt thing is, basically the editing camera angles of the romance scenes from the game. However, that is not the main focus of the story today, as I think everyone is talking about that and how much it's centering the game. Which, yeah, true. However, no one's talking that there's going to be a DLC missing from the 3 games. Now, it's one DLC, just one. Okay, so here's why Mass Effect's Legendary Edition won't include Pinnacle Station DLC. Now, Pinnacle Station is a DLC for Mass Effect 1, I guess I want to say that. And yeah, it ain't going to be included, and they're going to explain why in a second. Now, one of the most exciting things about Mass Effect Legendary Edition is the fact that it will bundle not only the 3 games of the Mass Effect trilogy together, yes, no Andromeda, none of that shit, but also most of the DLC that released for free as well. Electronic Arts and BioWare says there's more than 40 DLCs included in a compilation, but eagle-eyed readers will say that we didn't say all the DLC in the preceding sentence. We said most. That's because there's one DLC in particular that will be missing from the Legendary Edition. That DLC is Pinnacle Station for the original Mass Effect, the second of the 2 DLC packs released for Mass Effect. Pinnacle Station added a series of battle simulations that players could complete to unlock things like weapons and armor. Pinnacle Station isn't really essential to the Mass Effect mythos from a story endpoint, so it probably won't be missed in that regard. But there are still a bunch of players out there wondering why it won't be included in the Legendary Edition, which is billed as something of a definite edition. Now yeah, it's billed as a definite edition, as you can understand from that whole paragraph there. It's not in the game, so technically it's not a definite edition. I mean, you gotta include Pinnacle Station for it to be a definite edition, because it's part of the definite edition, if you get what I'm saying. Now it says, the answer sadly is that BioWare won't include it simply because the DLC source code is corrupted. Yes, the source code is corrupted. Another studio actually made it, and the thing is, they asked them for the source code, and their source code was also corrupted, so perhaps the whole thing's lost to time unless you go ahead and own the DLC. Speaking with Game Informer, Mass Effect Legendary Edition director Mac Welter said the only way BioWare could include Pinnacle Station at this point would be to start over and remake the DLC specifically for Legendary Edition. Now you might be saying, oh, why don't they just remake it? Here is his excuse. It would basically take us another full 6 months just to do this with most of the team we got. Walter said, I wish we could do it, honestly, just because this is meant to be everything the team ever created, brought together again, all the single player content, and so leaving it out of the cutting room floor was heartbreaking. So yes, basically he's saying he's not going to do it because it would take 6 months, because he wants your money right now. It's not needed for the storyline, I'm going to be honest, as a Mass Effect fan. However, he just doesn't want to do the 6 months of rebuilding it. So when Mass Effect Legendary Edition arrives on May 14th, it will be missing a sole piece of DLC from the original Mass Effect. We also won't be getting Mass Effect 3's multiplayer mode. Yes, multiplayer mode scrapped also, which surprised a lot of players by being far better than expected back when the game first released. Beyond those 2 missing components, however, the Legendary Edition should include every other piece of single player content ever released for the 3 titles in the Mass Effect trilogy. So, you might be saying, well, that sucks, it's not the complete trilogy. Yeah, that's right. Now, is it needed? No, it's not needed. It is completely not needed, I can guarantee it. It's just a bunch of battle simulations. However, they're billing it as the complete edition of this trilogy. However, multiplayer mode and Pinnacle Station aren't in it, and that's bull. They should both be in it. I am mad that the multiplayer's not in it, and I'm mad that Pinnacle Station's not in it. Now, am I being petty, you might be asking? Probably I'm being petty. They're billing it as a definite edition, and these 2 things aren't in it. That is why I'm being petty, because it's bullshit. They don't want to spend 6 months friggin', rebuilding Pinnacle Station from the ground up. They'd rather just go ahead and be like, we're gonna, just cut it, because, you know, sounds fair enough. Now, I know the source code's corrupted. I know there's nothing they can do. They just have to rebuild it. But however, we pay them for a definite edition, and they're cutting corners. Yeah, you'll never be able to experience Pinnacle Station or Next Gen now. That is basically it. Unless you own the original CD plus the DLC, you can't experience it. Do I think they should just rebuild it from scratch? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I would happily wait the 6 months for them to rebuild it from scratch and add multiplayer, just so it can be the complete definite edition. I would totally do that. I would be like, fine, I'll wait the 6 months. I'll wait the 6 months. Now, I know there's going to be other people who are going to be like, oh, it doesn't affect the storyline, I don't care. Yes, that's right, it doesn't affect the storyline. However, you gotta understand, they're billing it as a definite edition when in fact it's not. It's not. I want to know, from my viewers, what do you think of this story? Do you think they should just wait the 6 months and bill it? Do you think, yeah, it's okay, it doesn't affect the story, I can get the full mythos without it, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the game. Now, let me know, and I just want to say, I'll probably buy this game, even though I'm kind of mad at this decision. Please let me know what you thought about this video, so comment down below, as well as give it a like to let me know you liked it, as well as go ahead and subscribe for more content and hit the bell for notifications, as we are aiming to hit our goal of 110 subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you guys. As well as, please go ahead and share this video to all your friends, and I'll see you all next time.